Now that I really think about it, I have a lot of knowledge in this shit and I can teach y'all. So whoever actually watches this, welcome to Choke Me Out, Mr. TU Instagram page. Alright. So today we're gonna go over mount, one of the simplest things on jiu-jitsu. Mount is simply being on top of somebody, maybe like this. Now, what's important whenever you're on mount is you don't want to be on mount all the way down here, because if he is on mount all the way down here, he's gonna have the ability to bridge up. So he's gonna be able to tip me over. Let me show you how that looks. So let's say he's on mount, or he's on mount on top of me. So, put his legs up and tall. Alright, so he's on mount on top of me. So you can see, what you want to do whenever somebody's on mount is control their hips. You want to keep them as low as you can, because if they're all the way up, or if they're all the way down, what you can do is put your legs as close as you can to your butt, and then just bridge up, and you can throw them off. See how easy it was? When you just throw them off, whenever you bridge, you want to get on one of your shoulders. All right, so you have this, they're on mount. You want to bridge up and get on one of your shoulders. That way, you can go all the way and get into their guard. But let's say they're in high mount, which is what you want if you're on top. If they're in high mount, you're not going to be able to bridge them, because you see, they have a better base to steady themselves. So it's important that whenever you're on mount, you're not all the way down here, because I can do this, tip you over. You want to be all the way up here. Now let me show you how you can get up there. Okay? It's a simple and effective move that you can do whenever you're on mount. Okay? So whenever you get into mount, you're usually gonna get in from like a side control. You're gonna probably spread your legs, come in like that. It's an easy way to come into a side or into a mount, but we're just going over mount. We're not going how to transition into it. So let's say you're all the way down here, and they're keeping their hands all the way right here. What you can do is weave your hand in the middle of it, and it might seem crazy, but you can put it down to the ground and you can spider crawl it up. That way you make enough room for this leg to go up, which will then make enough room for this leg to go up. And once these legs are up, that's whenever, if you're going for a self-defense sort of thing, let's say it's just you versus somebody else and you just don't want to hurt them, you pin this down. Their natural instinct is going to be to reach for it and save it. Okay? I just put down. So I pin this down. I'm all the way up. They're gonna reach, try to save it. So you're gonna let them get onto their side, and this is where it's important. You're gonna like basically hop up a little bit, and you see this leg? This leg is gonna stick close to their chest. And then this leg back here is gonna get right behind their neck. So you wanna give them like a pillow, and you wanna keep them firm. You want them to feel tight as fuck on your shit. And then from a self-defense standpoint, they're gonna be reaching for this. Now you can switch to grabbing this with the monkey grip and reaching this right here. And then once you're here, you can just wrap your arm around their head, and now you control them. You can just control this. They can move all that they want. They're not gonna be able to get out of this. As long as you have a good grip on their wrist right here, not gonna be able to get out of it. But y'all know me, I'm violent. I wanna inflict damage if somebody's trying to inflict damage on me. So I'm gonna teach you how to transition to an arm bar for mount. So let's say we just got in the mount, keeping their hips low, weave in, use your hand to spider crawl it up, bring your knee up, like that, put one hand down, and then this is where they're gonna reach for it again. We're going to the same position, the same one, okay? You're gonna reach for it, and then now you're gonna grab this hand, monkey grip it, monkey grip your own wrist under that, and this is where it's important. Right here, it's very important that before you throw this leg that's behind and front, that you lean to your side, like this. And you don't want to lean back and then throw this leg, because if you do that, let me show you what happened. I lean back first, he's gonna be able to come in and smash, and then I lose the position. See? So, whenever you're in this position, it's important that first you control the fuck out of them. Do not let them be able to move. If they're able to move in your mount, in your S mount, this is called S mount, then you're doing something wrong. You want to be able to pin this down to the chest. You see how you can hear me slap the fuck out of the dummy? And then this thing right on their leg. And then what I like to do is push their elbow here, grab this monkey grip. You can grab either way, it doesn't matter. Like that. Just make sure you have it. It's called a Kimura grip. And then you're gonna lean over to your right, or whatever leg is over them already. You're gonna lean over to it and make your shoulder touch your knee. That way you have enough room. Just throw this over comfortably, and then that's whenever you lean back and you bridge up. So, once again, I'm gonna go over it. Mount, try to crawl up, bring your knees up, pin down. You're gonna move, monkey grip, lean over, throw the leg, and then lean back. There you go. You learn the fundamentals of mount. In a couple of minutes, you learn how to get out of mount. I will teach you guys how to get out of mount whenever they're on top, like all the way up here in a different video. But for now, you have a mount offense. And then you got the mount defense, like that. Hope that helps.